Good evening, Bookies. My name is Hannah, and I know it's been a hot minute, but we're back. And today we are doing the 2022 wrap-up and the 2023 goals. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start with the wrap-up. I know I haven't done any videos on YouTube this year, but you guys already kind of got an update on that. I do want to do a couple more videos in 2023, but we'll see how that goes. But talking just about books today, I actually beat my goal of 28 books, 26, 28, one of those. I beat my goal for the books that I wanted to read this year, which has never happened before. But I put down on Goodreads that I was going to read, gosh, was it 26 or 28? I'm pretty sure it was 26 books. And I ended up reading 33 books. I can't choose a favorite or a least favorite. Actually, I can choose a least favorite. It was Crave by Tracy Wolff. Sorry, no hate. I didn't like it. The writing was cringy. The characters were cringy. I have a whole notebook on notes of this book. Like, Emily told me to read it. She was like, it is so good. It's so bad, it's good. And with Crave, I started, as I read a book, I just take notes of the things I think about. And most of them are just the most cringy things on the planet. Like, I did not like this book at all. No hate to the author. I'm sure it's a great series. I'm sure it's like, my opinion is relative. If you want to try it, then go ahead and try it. I just didn't personally like it. If I had to choose the best book of the year, though, so here's the problem. Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, right? Is that who wrote it? Just checking? Yes. Amazing. Phenomenal book. I loved it so much. If that's not my number one for this year, then it's got to be Once Upon a Broken Heart. But here's the problem. I don't remember much of Once Upon a Broken Heart. I read it during like a really rough couple weeks, so it just kind of right out of my mind. All I remember is that I loved it, and I'm really excited to read the next one. So much, I loved it so much that I gave it to Emilia. I let her borrow it. And I was like, will you, like, read this book? And she was like, yeah, I'll read this book. That was, like, weeks where stuff went down at my old house, where we had to learn we had to move, and the house flooded, and it was just a lot was going on. I don't know what even happens in that book. That's fine, though. So instead of going for Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I loved, my cat is playing in the toilet. Hold on. Anyway, since I can't remember anything from Once Upon a Broken Heart, I am going with Spin the Dawn and Unravel the Dusk, the duology. Amazing books. I love them both so much. I'm very excited to read Six Crimson Cranes, also by Elizabeth Lim. I am looking forward to that so much. But we'll get to my reading list for this year in a minute. Anyway, pages-wise, I read 15,824 pages. That's including The Butcher and the Wren, which ended up being my smallest book. I have my list down here, so I'm reading down here, of 256 pages. My biggest book was 893, and I think that was with Queen of Air and Darkness. Queen of Air and Darkness, which I read early of this year. So I had a really good reading year this year, book-wise, but I've discovered that I don't quite remember all of the books that I've read. I don't remember Once Upon a Broken Heart, which apparently I feel like I liked. I don't remember The Darkest Part of the Forest, which I did read this year. Like, I know that I read them. I just know that I read them. I read Namesake and Fable by Adrienne Young. I know I liked the first one. What's the second one about? It was a really weird weird year. I know I'm going to have to go back and reread a couple of these, which is completely fine with me. But I read more books than I thought I was going to, and I'm proud of myself for that. So now we will move on to the 2023 reading goals. I'm being really ambitious for 2023. A couple years ago, I made a goal that I was going to read 50 books, or one year was like 75. I'm not going that much. I'm actually going for 45 books in 2023, which is still, that's a lot for me. I'm not going to go through all the ones that I plan on reading but I will go through the 12. And 12 out of the 45 have been chosen because me and Emily are reading a book a month. My cousin Emily, you all know her. We're reading a book a month, and then we're going to be reviewing it on a podcast that we have that will be releasing soon. So this podcast is just like a little book podcast. We haven't even gotten it out yet. We haven't gotten anything on it out yet. But we will be reading a book a month, going in and reviewing them, and just kind of talking about things that we like and things that we don't like about them. But we will also be talking about like Sarah J. Maas and Holly Black and just the book talk community and like the book community. And I just thought it was a cool way to also get our thoughts and stuff like that out. I mean, I know I already have this, but me and Emily really have good chemistry, and we just are very communicative, and we speak well to each other. So we both kind of agreed this would be great if we can include other people and be on like a podcast. Don't worry about it. I'm not like promoting it. Just letting you know that's how I've chosen my first 12. I am going to tell you the 12 that we have chosen real quick though. I'm going to be reading them on my screen down here because I don't have them memorized, and they're down there. So, and they are in order. So January is going to be Priory of an Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I suddenly can't talk. This is huge and ambitious for January. We did have 2 books for December, one of which is The Wren and the Butcher and the Wren by Elena Urquhart, and the other was The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. The Holiday Swap we have finished, and we have recorded a video, but you guys don't need to worry about that right now. February is going to be It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. March is going to be The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I'm not going to pronounce it right, I'm so sorry. April is Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid. May is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. This is Emily's first book by Cassandra Clare, and I haven't read them yet, so I'm hoping this one's a good one. June is Gilded by Marissa Meyer. July, we are doing Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Suddenly, the outside world just got so loud. August is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Thau. September is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. October is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. November is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. And December is Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. So those are the first 12 that I have to read this year. I'm going to try my very best. And you're probably wondering, Hannah, how are you going to decide like the other 33 you have to read? Like, are you just going to randomly choose them? No. And I'll show you why. I will be making a choice through this beautiful thing. Emilia just got me this for Christmas. I am so excited for it. I'm going to move you a little closer. So obviously it's a gumball machine, and each of these capsules is a book, obviously, that I need to read. Each of them have a certain color, which I've written down here. Red and orange are fantasy, yellow is rereads, green is retellings, blue is historical fiction, purple is science fiction, and pink is contemporary. Then I have a couple of quarters in here, and once a week, if I can grab a quarter, once a week I'll be coming in here, and yeah, I don't know how to put it on a free spin mode. I'm trying to learn, so if y'all know how to do this on this kind of gumball machine, let me know. And I will be, I got 2, both of them are yellow. So these are rereads, and I'm going to put one back because I don't need it, but I'll do that in a second. And once a week, I'll be coming in, opening these up. This won't count. This is just a demonstration. But I will be rereading Gone by Michael Grant. See? And then that's my book of the week. Let's see what the other one was, just for fun. Sometimes it does dispense 2. If that does happen, then I'm just going to blindly pick one. I won't look at them. I'll just kind of like throw them around in my hand until I lose track of what is what. And then I'll read that one. And then Walk on Earth, a Stranger by Ray Carson. So then I'd have to read that book. And that is how I will be choosing the other 33 books that I'm going to be reading this year. So, it's exciting. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited. I will be doing the weekly roll on my TikTok, probably. I think that'd be fun, kind of interesting way to show that, demonstrate that. I don't even know the word for it, but I think that'd just be something fun to show on my TikTok. So if you want to see what one I'm choosing each week, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. That is the smoothest, I'm going to move my hand because I don't know what I'm doing with it. That is the smoothest I've ever done a promotional. So anyway, that is it for the goals and the wrap up for 2022 and the goals for 2023. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is probably a short video, which is fine, honestly. I do have a longer one coming out of me and Emily doing like this Scentsy thing where she smells a Scentsy that is based on a book character and she has to guess what book character it is. It was loads of fun. It's just taking me a long time to edit it because it's like a 50-minute long video, so it's taking me a while. But that should be out pretty soon, and if not, you'll know that I'm slacking. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a safe and wonderful new year. Please be safe out there. The world is just crazy right now. Try to stay warm, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Rock on!